All right. Hey, let's give this a shot. I'm playing in normal mode, like I always do. So this is what I was talking about with the green goop. And I sort of like crawl over, go into the body. I'm using a skin. This skin is basically every time you kill a boss, you get their weapon, and then the second time you kill them, you get their outfit, which is I think is kind of cool. That was just me shutting off hard mode. I have to do a quick reload. So I can go in here to change my This is sort of like your overworld before I actually go into the game. So there's a tailor here, and I can change my outfit. My personal favorite is this one. This is the one I play with most of the time. This is the first boss's outfit. So normally it gives you like a shitty selection of stuff, but I got some upgrades that makes it give me like nice stuff in the beginning. So this is a ranged weapon, a melee weapon, and a shield. So I think I'm going to grab the melee weapon, and this is my favorite shield, so I'm going to grab it. And then you have his dodge roll, which is like, so dodge, and then kill him. The nice thing about the dodge roll is that the whole thing is an iframe. So it can literally, you can dodge through anything, like through any attack, and like, I think there's a couple that you can't dodge, but like the vast majority of things you can just dodge through. So it makes it like, I don't know, like it's a game that like really emphasizes your use of timing. So I'm going to start with survival because I want my shield to be strong. And I'll show you how strong it is in a second. With a lot of these early enemies, I can just like fucking like murk them because they're just bad. Like my weapon will just kill them in like 2 hits. But once I actually start fighting guys that are a little tougher, I'm going to really appreciate having the shield. Especially, there's one of the second zones has enemies that do a lot of damage over time, which I don't really want to deal with without a shield. So I told you about the crit conditions. This weapon, this like lance thing that I have, makes it so it inflicts a critical hit if they're up against a wall, which I think is kind of cool. So it's like if I'm like shoving them into a wall, then it crits them. So I also get, in addition to my 2 main weapons, I get like I can have like 2 powers. And powers are usually like bombs or like turrets or shit like that I can throw down. And they have like much longer cooldowns than like my weapons. But they also are usually really powerful. So this is a freeze grenade. And it's literally just going to freeze both these guys so I can just easily finish them off. And it's got like a 16-second cooldown or whatever. Oh shit, I got hit. That's fine. So one of the conditions to get like extra loot in this game is if you complete every level within a certain time limit. And like when I say extra loot, it's mostly for like out of game stuff, like not cosmetics, but like unlocking stuff more so than it is about like actually winning the individual run. But like, what do you call it? Sorry, it's hard to. I'm not very good at talking and playing, which is probably why I was never like very good at streaming, especially with games like this where I'm like really focused. Luckily, I can pretty much play this game on autopilot at this point. I play a lot. I think I have like 50 hours in it at this point, just from like repeated fucking around in this game. I really enjoy it. I'm gonna take the flamethrower turret because it's as amazing as it sounds. Oh shit. So I have to beat this part of the level by 2 minutes. But I want to get as many of these little... Oh, shit, I forgot to explain this. I want to get as many of these little level up scrolls as I can. Because every one, in addition to improving my damage, also gives me a huge boost in my health, which is important. So for this one, see, I chose survival last time, so now it gives me less health. And then tactics, I don't really have very good tactics items. Basically, you see how this is like green and purple, and this one's purple and red? They like get their damage from whichever stat is higher. So, I'm going to go with brutality, and it's going to improve my turret as well. And now you see it's using that. If I had tactics, both my powers would be better, but neither of my primary weapons is tactics, so I don't think that's smart. Alright, I'm going to go and actually go to the second part of the level. So, Toxic Sewers, this is a new location. Go in here. And then this is basically like the waypoint between levels. So you go down here, first thing there's these 2 doors, and one of them's for a 30 kill streak, and one of them's for making it here before 2 minutes. So I get this one, so it gives me a bunch of cells, and those are for unlocking new weapons and stuff. And then these are basically 3 powerful pieces of gear that I can choose between. I don't like these things because they're kind of weird. It's not a weapon, it's like a syringe that gives you like a temporary boost. And then this is a bow, but I don't really want a bow because I want my shield. So I'm going to take the amulet, which is going to basically just give me a passive bonus. So whenever I do my dodge roll, I'm going to plant a little bomb. And it does like a little bit of AoE damage. Alright, I'm not going to get that one. And this guy's the collector. And I can give him cells to unlock new gear, which is pretty fun. I don't really know. I'll get this, I guess. Seems kind of fun. A barnacle. Take that, and then I guess I'll replace my ice grenade because I spent all that money on the turret. Oh, by the way, when you see things like disappearing and giving me money, I can basically like recycle items that I don't use. And this guy can take my gold and in exchange will upgrade my items for me and reforge the modifiers. So you see how this says like it generates a toxic cloud around the trap. So if I just reforge the modifiers, it basically gives me a new random effect on the weapon. So this is like how much damage it does. This is if it has a damage boost. The colors represent what stat affects it. This is the name. This is the cooldown of the skill. And then this is like what it does. Like this is like what its normal attack is. So every single one of these like flamethrower turrets is going to do this. But this specific flamethrower turret has this property. So this one, because it was my starter weapon, all it has is it can't be sold. But I'm going to upgrade it and also reforge the modifiers. So now it shoots an arrow in front of me. And it gives 25% extra damage, which is good. And I'm also going to do the same thing with my barnacle. So now, oh, just an extra 15% damage. That's really solid. And this is a good upgrade, so I want to keep it. There's also, look. I just love his little shrug. You see what I mean? It's like funny. They look a little like me. Oh. Just shit like that. It really cracks me up. Alright, so my stats are so fucking weird. I have an extra tactics right here. Sorry, right here. I have an extra tactics because my amulet gives me +1 tactics. So these are all the different options for upgrades. This time around I'm going to take what's called open wounds. It makes it so my close combat attacks inflict bleeding damage. It's really good with this weapon because it attacks really fast, so I can like really make enemies take a huge amount of DPS with that. And this refills my health potion, which I don't usually have to use, and it restores my health as well. There we go. 7 minutes and 33 seconds into the recording, we've made it to the second area. So this place is full of poisonous creatures and things that like crawl up from the ground, and basically like little environmental hazards that you have to be good to reacting. You have to be good at reacting to. Fuck, my weapon's so good. I love the javelin. It's so powerful. When you see like mossy looking fucking walls like that, it means that you can roll through them, and these things are teleport things. A lot of these like weird movement powers that I have, I had to unlock them. Basically, I had to what do you call it? You have to get to like more areas by beating more bosses to actually unlock like the special powers that let you get around better. Like for instance, I can wall jump, but for like most of the game so far, I haven't been able to wall jump. So it makes it way more fun to play through the levels. That's an elite enemy. That's my flamethrower turret doing work. There's an invisible skeleton. Not a very exciting fight. I'm going to take this one instead. So this new amulet, what it does is it makes it so whenever I do one of these, like smash, basically if I just jump, I just fall. But if I go down in the air, I can do like a smash, and now it makes it so it leaves fire on the ground when I do that, which is really good. So I just dodge roll through those guys. Those things do so much damage if they hit you. They're like giant scorpion looking things. And these guys leave behind these eggs that explode that do a lot of damage. And they're also creepy as fuck. I'm just going to leave my flamethrower turret there. And those little like blue things, those are cells as well. So those are the things that let me get like unlock new weapons and stuff. So the fun of this, oh, see how I'm like super fast right now? It's because the little arrow over my head means I'm on a kill streak. If you're on a kill streak, you get a speed boost, which I think is super fun. And there's a rune you can get that triples the duration of the speed boost, and another one that makes it so whenever you deal melee damage, when you have a speed boost, you heal. So you can just like rocket around a level, just like vampirically stealing fucking everything. Oh, this is a guy who wants a rune that I have. He shows up every once in a while just to say something menacing to me because I stole his rune. These are boss stem cell doors. So by beating like the final boss on easy, you unlock hard. And then by beating him on hard, you unlock like extra hard or whatever, and you keep going. And those are doors that have like treasure and like useful shit behind them. But they only and have like useful shit behind them. But they only unlock if you're in like harder modes. So it's not like they don't show up. The doors are there. Your guy will just knock on them, won't be able to enter if you're on like easy or whatever. And to unlock the game's actual final boss, you have to beat it on with every difficulty. Like the door that opens to the final boss is a oh, that thing's so cool! Holy shit! Sorry. The door that blah 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 blah. The door that the final boss is behind takes 5 stem cells. Like you need to be in the hardest difficulty to open it. Otherwise, you can't really do anything. Okay, come on. You also have a power I always forget to use. You can launch the green goo out, and you can use it to like grab onto an enemy like that. I don't know why it's in the game, honestly. Like, it's so weird, but yeah, it's kind of cool. Make a wall jump up here. There we go. This is another level up scroll, but this makes me choose just between these two. I'm going to keep upgrading my brutality because I really like the javelin, and I also got the bleeding rune. So if I get my brutality up really high, the bleeding damage is going to be insane. See how the little like red, the like droplet appears above them? So he's taking bleeding damage right now. So every single one of my attacks that's melee inflicts that damage, which is powerful. Oh shit, I'm supposed to be going up there. I'm not really paying attention. You're probably watching the mini-map just like, fuck Carter, where are you going? I really like the movement in this game, especially. That's like probably the strongest part, in my opinion. Like the combat's fun and all, and like the effects are really good, but the actual like the movement system and like getting around is so enjoyable. Especially once I unlocked like the wall running and the wall jumping. Like it's just like, and like the downward smash attacks and shit. Like it's just so fucking fun to get around in this game, and like mixed with how like dynamic the weapons are sometimes. Like it's just fucking sick. So there's 2 places I can go to from the sewers. There's the ancient sewers, and then there's the ramparts. So if I go to the ramparts, I gotta go through that area, then I gotta fight the concierge. And if I go to the ancient sewers, I go through that part, and then I gotta fight Conjunctivus. And I'd rather fight the concierge because he's easier. And I'm intentionally not telling you what those names mean or about the bosses because I think it'd be more fun if I didn't tell you. Okay, I'm actually happy I'm going to the ramparts. Conjunctivus is a fucking stupid fight. I hate it. It's so frustrating. Alright, made it here before 8 minutes, so I got my door. Oh, is that better? Oh, it's so much better than my impaler, holy shit. Alright, yeah, I'm taking that. Broadsword's powerful. God, my leveling is so fucked. My items are so weird. Because, like, I'm kind of going towards brutality, but, like, my items are, like, better not brutality now, if you know what I mean. Like, I'd rather have another main, but, like, it's already kind of too late. Like, I'd have to, like, reset a bunch of shit. Maybe it's better to just do that. I don't know. I'm just gonna put this towards retaining more gold when I die and just move on, because I don't really want to like sit in a menu for forever while you're watching me. Sure. Alright. I'm gonna reset my mutations and actually do like different ones to reflect what I wanna change my build to be. Take Necromancy, which makes me regain health when enemies die. I'm gonna take Velocity, which is that speed one I was talking about, because it's for one thing it's super fun, but it's also it's really useful. It's not very good for boss fights because it doesn't actually add to your oh shit. I'm so stupid. Alright, call the elevator back. Alright, up we go. The ramparts are like basically like on top of like the castle walls, so there's a lot of places where you can just like fall down and like you don't die, but you take like a ton of damage. So you have to like, I don't know, basically just like every area, once you play it a few times, you really get a sense for like, it's not just that they look different. Like the sewers are like, even the way they randomly generate is like way more like tiny tunnels and like lots of poison and shit like that, whereas here it's like these, oh shit, that was dumb, it's like these big castles, right? And it's like all very vertical. fuck, man. There we go. This weapon always does a lot of damage. Okay. I'm not like the biggest fan of broadswords because they are really slow. So like it can be hard to, it's like a hidden stat almost where it's like it attacks slowly. So like it's a little bit more difficult to use sometimes, especially against like really fast enemies. Oh, look at this speed boost, dude. It just never ends. It's so nice. I never regret picking that one. Even though it's like, it doesn't actually add to my boss fight damage at all. And it's not actually like that good against most enemies. But I just fucking love having it around. It's so enjoyable. Boom. Alright, wait. Oh, whoa, whoa. These guys are like, they're ranged and their attacks go through floors. It's so annoying. My flamethrower trap's gonna kill them all though. Okay. I'm gonna have to use my health potion after this because I'm playing like a fucking fool. I have 2 uses of it. And I can spend cells. It's like a 300 cells or something stupid like that to upgrade to another use of it. So that's something that like I'm planning on taking hard mode more seriously once I unlock that, because like I feel like having 2 just like isn't enough for most like the later levels in hard mode. Like they're so fucking hard. This game took me a good like 10-15 hours to get good at, even on easy mode, and hard is like so much fucking harder. And it's not just like they do more damage, they actually add like new enemy types to every area that are like more intentionally made like way more difficult. Like in the first area, there are these fucking invisible knife throwing guys. Basically, like they're wearing these little cloaks, and they're invisible all the time until they actually start attacking you. And they have these 3 quick knife throws, and if they hit you, they like poison you for a ton of damage. Like I've literally, you can almost get one shot by like an invisible enemy in the first area. Like it's actually fucking kind of crazy. Well, it's not one shot. Okay, that's a little dramatic. Don't let me be too dramatic, but it's a lot of damage. It's probably like a 30 your health, which I mean, like, you know, feels bad. And the sort of like, I'm sorry, I'm kind of reading these quick, but basically it's like, oh, there's a Hollow Knight reference for the nerds in the audience. Fuck, what was I talking about? I don't know. I'm pretty high. Whoa. Whoa, fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, I can't block those with my shield. Ugh. Okay, this is actually when I need to start using my shield. I haven't been doing it. Watch this. I love doing that. Oh, you fucker. They do so. I'm glad it does so much damage because it makes it a lot easier for me. Like, the broadsword's nice because literally, like, look at that. That's fucking ridiculous, dude. I'm just, like, I just cut through them like butter. The reason I got rid of my bleed rune is because I attack so much less. Like, I'm only applying, because like whether I hit him for 100 damage 5 times or 500 damage 1 time, it's the rune sees 5 hits versus 1 hit, so it applies either 5 stacks of bleed or 1 stack of bleed. So like it's a little unintuitive because like I'm hitting him for more damage and should make him bleed for more, but that's not how the game works. So when I sell my high attack speed weapon, it's not really worth keeping the bleeding rune around anymore. That's one thing I'm kind of lacking, is like a really good rune to use with slow weapons like this. So when I get a slow weapon, what I usually end up doing is just going a survival build, like with a shield and like more like health and regaining health and shit, and just try to be like tanky so that if I get hit a couple times while I'm winding up, then it doesn't really matter. Because that is something that is notable about the broadsword, is that enemies, even if they hit you while you're attacking, they can't actually like interrupt your attack. Speed boost, baby. It's so nice. There we go. It lasts until I get hit, and then my combo ends. Shit. Or maybe it's not until I get hit. It's just until I, it's just a time thing, sorry. Yeah, because it lasts 3 times as long. That's dumb, sorry. Flamethrower turret. I fucking hate these guys who throw those waves. That's like one of the only attacks, that like fire wave thing they do is one of the only attacks you can't dodge through. So I pretty much always get hit by them. Because like I rarely jump in fights. I'm a big fan of just like dodging through everything really carefully. So I'm going to keep upgrading my survival, and you see my broadsword is now like, it's green because now my survival's higher than my brutality. Oh yeah, just fucking the ramparts is a fun area, honestly. Like all the verticality is really enjoyable, like jumping around and like using smash attacks a lot and stuff. It's really enjoyable. Oh, fuck. Ow. Ow! I fucked that up so bad. Ow! This is embarrassing. Ow! Whoa! Okay, okay, regroup, Carter, regroup. Literally just one-shot the elite. Fucking love the broadsword sometimes. I don't need that bow. The ice bow is kind of fun because it freezes enemies, but it's also like, it's pretty low damage and low upside. And I kind of like what I'm doing right now. Even though haven't really been utilizing my shield properly. See, I'm like, there's a lot of like verticality of just going down, 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 down into the tower, and then like up, up, up into the upper levels. I don't need anything from this guy. The really expensive one, like one of those things was like 22,000. It's literally like a nothing personal kid. Like your guy literally teleports behind the enemy and does like a bunch of damage to him. Or it's like teleport behind them and your next attack does like 5 times damage or something like that. So it's literally just like you just like fucking go behind him and just one shot him. Sorry, I probably like totally misquoted that, but I'm doing my best here. Kill, kill before he gets a stupid attack off. Okay, wait. Oh, shit. That worked. So you see how these guys have a little shield on them? It's because they're taking less damage because they were protected by this. And if I kill all the guys who are stronger, I get whatever it was. So this is a colorless item, which means whichever one I have that's the highest is it applies. So survival. It's a survival shield right now because survival's my highest. What's up? Yeah, I'm just recording a video. What's up? All right. My mom was just talking to me. Alright. I'm probably just gonna go to the first boss, because I have to start cleaning up soon for people to come over. I didn't realize how long this was gonna take. I was like, oh yeah, like, my run's only at 12 minutes, but I've been playing for like half an hour. I'm like, okay, I gotta calm this down. Like, I'm having a lot of fun, but also my voice is starting to go, as you probably notice, when I'm just like rapid firing like this. I just took like 3 bong tokes, so you know. Yoink. I'm just gonna like pour a bunch into survival. I'll worry about getting more HP later. Like I'll start to oh shit, look at that. I'll start to even it out soon. I also want some tactics that I want to upgrade my barnacle, but I want my my necromancy rune to be really powerful, or whatever it's called. Like you notice I gain HP every time one of these guys dies. It's not like a ton, but it'll get to be more and more. It's percentage based, so it'll seem higher and higher the further we go into the levels. And like those little bits of HP, especially once like I start running out of health potions once we get to the end, can be very, very valuable. Because some of the guys in like the final stage before the final boss hit really fucking hard, and they have attacks that are really hard to dodge. So there we go. This will be the end. I got like a good few level ups here, so I'm not really gonna bother exploring anymore. I'm just gonna go fight the concierge. This is an interesting boss fight. I don't really enjoy fighting him anymore because I figured him out like a while ago. Like I'm pretty confident in it now, so it's like not super exciting to me. But it's definitely like a good boss fight in my opinion. I'm just gonna do this again. There's none of the like unlocks right now are that interesting to me. I'm gonna go to plus quality. Holy shit. And it also gives me extra survival. Perfect. Alright. And what are we taking from this guy? I have an idea. I don't want to do brutality anymore, so I'm going to start upgrading my tactics next. And I'm going to get initiative. So this makes it so my first melee strike against someone does an extra 115 damage, which is a good amount. So as I go further into the run, it's going to be even more likely that my broadsword just one-shots every enemy, which I'm very excited about. Oh shit, here he is. Alright, so, start with, we're going to lay down my power. Can I use a barnacle? Oh shit! That's amazing! Oh fuck, okay, don't like that, don't like that. Barnacle goes back out. I'm just gonna lay down another trap. Why not? I don't know. I kind of just want to hold my shield up, let him hit me. Oh fuck! Just hit me, motherfucker. There you go. One thing this game does too that I like is that the bosses of each area use a lot of the same attacks as the enemies in the area. So you'll notice that big like strike he does, not the fire wave, but that big like punch comes from those green zombies. What do you call it? That jump is from the green zombies as well, and that fire wave's obviously from those fire wave guys. So it almost like, and the other bosses do this too, like from the other areas. It's almost like the enemies are literally like they're designed to test, to basically like show you, get you used to fighting against those mechanics, and then it throws them all at you at once, faster than normal, and you have to be able to perform. Boom! Yeah. As I said, pretty easy fight once you kind of figure them out. Don't need that. Don't need that. And then this is where we go on to the next area. And then there's 2 more areas of that size. Or no, there's a bunch more areas, but it's basically like you can do 3 areas. You know what? No, it's not. I don't know. There's a bunch of areas. Anyway. Thanks for watching.